We've been expecting this rate decision out of the Bank of Mozambique. It is not out yet.
At the moment, it's not out yet. We are told that the MPC is still taking place, but the market is expecting a cut of 100 basis points. And
exactly. The market expecting that 100 basis points rate cut and that something also about 25 basis points reduction in the required reserve ratio. Why does the market need this kind of policy direction?
Well, specifics to the required reserve ratio, that if it does come down from the current 8.25% to 8%, that will feed directly into the bank's costs of actually having to hold a deposit at the central bank, and that will allow banks to reduce the rates that they give to customers. Well, with regards to the FPC rates, which is the equivalent of the repo rate in Mozambique, commercial banks haven't responded in line with the 150 basis points drops during the first quarter of the year. So the central bank has also been very, very cautious in dropping that rate.
And hopefully everybody will be hoping that this time, if indeed the rate cut does come through, then the central banks will respond with their interest rates. Is this likely to happen?
Yes. What happened last year was that with the opening of new banks in Mozambique, there was a run for deposits, and banks started offering extremely high deposit rates. And when inflation got under control and the central bank started dropping rates, the policy rates, commercial banks didn't really respond because they were attracted to customers, and not really to what the central bank was giving as signals to the market.
How does this play into the overall inflation picture? And we saw inflation numbers came out last week.
We are still experiencing the deflation that started in March, so we've had now 2 months of deflation, and if rates do come down, we expect inflation to start rising again, let's say in the third to fourth quarters of this year, because there will definitely be more money in the economy, and the banks will definitely be able to lend more.
When the bank left the rate unchanged at 13.5% in May, the excuse, or rather the reason, was to boost private sector lending. Has that happened in the last month?
Well, there are no figures available for May, but it is expected that there was more lending compared to the previous months. If we take, if we look at the trends over the last few months.
There's different news reports talking about the government trying to facilitate investment. At the same time, Madowo finding more gas offshore in Mozambique. The prospects do look good, right?
Yes, definitely. Anadarko is finding oil every month, and it's not only Anadarko. ENI is also finding very, very good reserves of gas, not oil.
Yes.
And well, the major expectation we have at the moment is how is the government going to translate that into the lives of the poor? Because at the moment we've seen a reduction in foreign aid to the Mozambican government by $80 million for this year's budget. So the government definitely has to make up from somewhere, and it's expected that it will be from the gas and minerals revenues.